Progressive Congress in Lagos State has dismissed allegations by the African Democratic Congress that President Bola Tinubu's administration is silencing opposition voices ahead of the 2027 elections. Reacting to the claims, APC spokesman Sheye Oladejo described the accusation as baseless and likened it to a mosquito accusing a lion of roaring too loudly. Oladejo said the ADC was merely preparing excuses for its impending defeat, insisting that under Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, the ruling party is focused on delivering results rather than engaging in distractions from what he termed professional complainers. He added that the only thing being silenced in today's Nigeria is failure, confusion, and politics of bitterness. The APC maintained that it is consolidating its structures and unity, while the ADC remains plagued by internal disarray. Oladejo mocked the opposition for existing only on newspaper pages and WhatsApp groups, saying Nigerians have long moved on from empty political vessels. He urged the ADC to stop crying wolf and instead focus on reconnecting with the people. Chizzy, I'll start with you. What do you make of this comeback at the ADC by APC?
You know, when you were going through that, I suspected that you were going to come to me first. I did that because, you see, Nigerians, we have to speak the truth, and I have to speak from where I am. I'm from River State. You know, that's where I'm going to speak from. Right. I'm not going to speak in Lagos. I am from River State, and I like what they said. All I read about ADC is on paper. I don't know where ADC is. I don't find any ADC in my ward and in our local government. I don't even know. And you know that in River State, whether you like it or yes, I'm a grassroots politician. I know almost everywhere in River State. I don't even find ADC. They are just operating like any of these NGOs, you know. I can't even call them a strong NGOs because they can't compare my NGO. I can't even. That's why I'm wondering, because I won't speak about other states, because I don't know what they do in other states. But for River State too, I know ADC cannot even come forth in an election. They won't even contest. All they will do is, but it's good for them to come and watch us do something and watch, you know, parties do something, so they can complain, you know, and then of course, so that at least if they are there, because I wanted them to come stronger. Let me tell you, there's a petition. If they come stronger, some of us who are grassroots mobilizers will be recognized better. But they're not coming stronger. And you can't see anything. They're just talking. In fact, the River State is not even on the newspaper, it's on WhatsApp. Online. That's what, in fact, so they communicate on their ADC based on their WhatsApp platforms and all of that. Even on Facebook, they're not strong. So what are we even talking about? ADC, in which ADC? I was asking in my ward, for instance, who is ADC chairman? Who is ADC? Nobody will come out openly to say I am ADC anything. Nobody. So we understand for Lagos, I mean not, but for here, ADC does not exist, as long as I'm concerned.
All right, very well. What do you make of this story?
You see, with the condition of the Nigeria state, I think people will always want to raise questions. People will always want to seek answers to those questions. And also, you know, politics as required in a democratic setting. And ADC, since we operate a multi-party system, ADC is a registered political party according to the led by the hijacking man, David Mark, who hijacked party, and his counterpart is Regbe Shola, who are even disobeying the caution of the ADC, claiming leadership and the rest of it. So for now, on media, we know that David Mark is the chairman of ADC. So there has some structure of media, maybe some areas. But the question of governance, I think we people are trying to criticize the Bola Tinubu-led administration for non-performance, for destroying the economy and the rest of it. I say, okay, sometimes we just say, okay, but let's look at the issues. In what area are we actually experiencing this destruction that you are pointing out? You will tell me, oh, are you not in Nigeria? Don't you go to the market? I don't see reasons. I go to the market, yes. I'm in Nigeria. So what is the issues? Let's discuss the matter. We're not discussing peer parlor talk and the rest. They will tell you how much was a bag of rice before APC came? How much was a bag of rice before Tinubu became president? It's shallow discussion. You see, I look at it as very childish. So the bag of rice, let's even assume, okay, it's 500,000. Is that the destruction of the economy? What took us here? How much was a bag of rice in 1999? How much was a liter of petroleum, PMS, in 1999? Was 20 naira. So if the PMS at that time were subsidizing and paying to some persons who were making Nigeria, who were paying for their welfare while Nigerians were suffering, and the thing has been removed. So what is the issue? Is it not the suffering that it has brought? And so I just look at this as all shenanigans. Let us discuss. Who are these persons, even in ADC? Who are the savior that want to rescue Nigeria? Name them. David Mark. Let's start from the head. A former Senate president, former minister under military regime, former this, former that, who represented Benue State in the National Assembly, later the Senate president. What are his antecedents politically? What actually did he do? And he was not there as independent candidate, but as a member of a party under the PDP. The Aregbe Shola, former governor of Osun State. Tell me the one of the person in ADC that was not former this or is not former that or former this. Obi was former governor of Anambra State. Also worked in PDP. Amechi, former governor of Rivers State. So who is the person that is coming to rescue Nigeria? How did we get here? Before Tinubu came to power, which farm that we know as a mechanized farm owned by the Nigerian government, was there any? Even during the PDP era, we had some governors, trying to engage in farming. You had some policies that has to do with agriculture and the rest. Currently, tell me one of the PDP states that is funding agriculture. Those in ADC. So you just make noise, you're trying to show that you are on ground and all that. Criticize, but criticize objectively. Give us statistics. Tell us at a time, the transport system was at this level. But since Tinubu came, the transport system is dead. Tell us that in the whole of the Southeast, so number of projects were started and completed before the administration of the APC in 2015, and now Tinubu came and the road suddenly disappeared. I've always challenged people to come. Let us discuss Nigeria development.
But you know that particularly right now, what APC has been accusing, just like Labour Party and ADC have been accusing, the PDP, the Labour Party, the ADC, they have been saying one thing, that the country is tilting into one-party state. Okay. And they are accusing APC, like ADC is now saying, they are accusing APC of suppression, right? So the crises that are ongoing among the opposition parties, they are saying that this crisis, it's more like the voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hand is the hand of Esau.
But Loresha, let us go back the memory lane in our political history. I remember Nigeria has 36 states, right? Mm-hmm. I remember at a time in this country, we had PDP having, I think, about 32 governors out of 36. If you have 32 governors under what political party? So is it now that you even have more than 10 parties having governors that will not tilt towards a one-party state? When people don't know what to say, you want to take over power, right? Convince Nigerians. Tell them things that will convince them to say that, yes, these people now, they are coming with a better alternative. Not telling me that, you are accusing, one-party state. But meanwhile, those in ADC were in PDP. Name one person who is in ADC today that wasn't in PDP. Name one. Who? That wasn't in the PDP. Except maybe Aregbe Shola, who was commissioner to Tinubu, then wasn't in the PDP. They name any other person. David Mark, Amechi, Peter Obi, who wasn't in PDP. Peter Obi actually started in PDP. From PDP to Abga to
is Peter Obi now a member of ADC?
We don't even know where he is. I don't even know where he is. Atiku Abubakar, Atiku is partyless. Peter Obi is I don't know.
He's still a member of Labour Party.
But recently he was campaigning for the candidates of ADC in Abuja. And he was telling you that this is the party that all of us we work for. And he also mentioned that he's not afraid of contesting the ADC ticket with Atiku. Right. So for me, I don't know where he is until even if he tells me that he's in Labour Party, I will not believe.
All right,
I will never believe him because based on antecedents, I will not believe it.
All right. Chizzy, you wanted to react to the allegations by opposition party.
My brother took on the economy. I just didn't want to dive into those economy because I wanted to concentrate on their accusing the president of trying to emasculate them into becoming one political party. I've always told you this, that this is one thing politicians do. When they are in power, they do everything, and as soon as they lose power, they become activists. They become activists. In fact, when they organized this, they just completed local government, and I saw that the PDP won 3 local government, another APC. I told you here that has never happened in River State. It has always been, if it's PDP, everybody's PDP. If it's APC, everybody should be APC. Of course, there has never been APC here. If it is anything, anybody is that. But let me ask you, like he was talking about, even the ADC itself, they are confused. I think that they don't even trust the ADC. Up to, as I talk with you, Atiku has not fully registered in ADC.
Yes.
That means Atiku does not trust the ADC. RFI has not fully registered in ADC. He does not trust. What's it called? OB has not registered in ADC. So they are looking at, what I'm even seeing is that they're seeing ADC as a flagship, to be able to use to create problem and then go back to wherever. As I talk with you, not only is Obi claiming to be in Labour Party, he's also trying to eye the presidential candidacy in PDP. So you see that they are all very confused. As I talk with you, even Amechi has started looking at PDP. So they know that what they have cannot, and they suspect themselves. They know. Like he said, they have all been in these parties now. They've been in PDP, they have been in APC. The question I ask is, for 8 years of Buhari, Amechi was the Minister for Transport. Erofai was there as governor. There was nothing wrong with APC. Just 6 months into the tenure of Tinubu, something became wrong with APC. You should just know it's about power. It's just that they are not there. And don't forget that Erofai was supposed to be minister. Just that. Don't also forget that Amechi contested this thing. And I've said it. He may kill me. Amechi is my brother. But I have to say it. The problem between Amechi and Jonathan wasn't because Jonathan was doing anything wrong to him. It was just because Jonathan was going to be posted as the first South president. And that will mirror his chances. That's all. It's not like there's anything. That is to bring. Let me tell you what happened. When Jonathan was vice president, and Amechi emerged as president, if you remember, Amechi went to Jonathan and they got some commissioners around Jonathan. But as soon as Saraki, that was given the contract in Ada George, that road, he gave Saraki a sitting governor of Kwara.
A contract in a state.
In a state. That contract was to call in favor of Saraki, so that Saraki will hand over to him as governor, as chairman of Governors Forum. As soon as he got that governor thing, him and Saraki started working into the Year-Address. And they were to deconstruct Jonathan as vice president. Unbeknown to them that the God in heaven, things can change anyhow. And Jonathan became a president not by any manipulation. As vice president, I am an alumni of University of Port Harcourt. Jonathan said, and I'm saying it on air, Jonathan said he regretted being the vice president. Instead, he would have been the governor. Because that office was not seen at all. The vice president of Nigeria was Saraki. Yeah, that was the president. And no wonder they were the one who were bringing INEC chairman, they were the one who were bringing in MDDC. Oh, they gave it to Amechi. So Amechi became big. But all of a sudden, what happened. And then Jonathan became president. That was the crux of the matter. As soon as Jonathan, just imagine, between the time Jonathan became president and 2011, they were already having issues. Only 2 years. He was not even ready. They had to come and meet for him to support Jonathan in 2011, not even talking about 2015. Why? Because he knows that Jonathan is a self-starter. And that will mean that after Jonathan's 8 years in presidency, to go back to that place, quickly they started building up, aligning with other forces to bring down the presidency, believing, again, we have a way we plan like man, and we don't know the other way, They went to the APC and said, oh, no, Atiku was going to be a strong politician. As a strong politician, Atiku will not hand over to them. So they all came around Buhari and thought that what they were going to do is to begin to dictate for him what will happen and all of that. He was just going to be there, putting his hand. Of course, that's what he did. He just placed his hand on the pause button in Nigerian economy. Pause button. There, anything can be. That's why you can see that somebody. I have a friend who was screened as MD of NDDC and was not allowed to be the MD of NDDC. And after 2 years, we went to Daura and Buhari saw him and said, MD, you have not seen me after 2 years. MD. He called him MD, the man that was not sworn in, as president. He called the man MD, so you have not seen me after 2 years. And the man said, I'm not MD. So what? You're not MD? But you were screened. So he didn't know that after the screening, that the minister didn't. So the ministers became too powerful. They could do anything. They can appoint this one. They can do anything. Because the man was not interested and they were happy. And so everything that happened there, it was their caucus. Now, Amechi thought that he was going to be the candidate, automatic candidate. In fact, I can shock you that prior to the convention that day, a week or 2 weeks to that time, we have done reconstructed Amechi's place, brought military army, soldiers to come and guide the president, the candidate of APC. Well, including me, including this one saying here, we were all sure. But we went there, and then what played out. And so we couldn't reconcile ourselves to okay, having played out, which is my anger, having played out all of these things, that we should come back. Because you see, my people will say, how do I use it? There are things that adage you use is better in your language. I'm a typical village man. But what that means is that if you have children, you don't run too fast. There are certain compromises you must make. We have a candidate already who contested with you, not because they rigged it, but because people, started stepping down and then did that. So that was all rigging. If you had your own power, you can't do it. So when the person won as candidate, Tinubu went to Amechi number 1, went to Amechi number 2, went to Amechi number 3. Don't forget that when Tinubu was governor, Amechi was speaker, just the same way Mahmoud was speaker. So Amechi was the likes of Mahmoud, boys to Tinubu. Yet, by age, by experience, by money, by contact, Tinubu was still going to his place. And this man didn't consider us, our own interest. Because sometimes that you have let me tell you, a candidate of a political party that the president, that has the president of the country is more powerful than the candidate of the other political party. You are almost like a president-elect. And so, when we are not saying, okay, if he had come, it's okay, fine, okay, we're going to work. It has come. You know what would have happened? Some instrumentalities of government would have been shifted to us and would have made an inroad here. So we allowed it. Whether they do or something, we were just there, not by pride. And we lost everything.
Because Amechi did not agree to work with Tinubu.
He did not agree to work with Tinubu. And because he did not agree to work with Tinubu, he wasn't also coming out powerfully here to campaign for, let me tell you something. It will take a sitting governor seated there here to campaign for you as assembly in another party and campaign for another person there, because you have to be here. So to even come here and campaign for Toye and campaign for other aspirants,
he didn't do
it. Even when they went to court, he didn't support them. So this is about you. All of us will have just stayed until you become president. And then we'll come back to become whatever we want to be. Now again, we were out there. So you went back, you brought us to APC. Now we're APC. We have a president in APC. We have to support APC. And then all of a sudden, you came back now. Just one day, you woke up and announced ADC. And children like us. Because I'm asking now, I know MH's leaders in all the local government. I'm a strong leader in the place now. I'm asking now, which of the leaders have followed him now?
Now, what you're saying is the claims of suppression now by APC is not necessarily true. However, the actions of the leaders of the ADC will determine the future, or is currently determining the future of ADC. And you're using Amaechi's political experiences as an example of why ADC, for you, is a WhatsApp group political party in Rivers State.
Yes.
Because you were once a staunch Amaechi loyalist, and you are describing the things that happened that literally killed the APC under Amaechi.
Sure.
Correct?
Yeah.
And that, to a large extent, has affected him making inroads in Rivers State with ADC.
Yes. So, what? That's it. We can't get away. I'm even wondering. The question is, you see, Wike is a leader, right? He's a state leader here. There are people who are sub-leaders in local government now. There are leaders in the world. So if you find his leaders in local government not being with him, his leaders in the world not being with him, you wonder which leader. You're not a leader until you have people you're leading. So in our own, I'm asking now, everybody who wanted to talk about ADC in Ikwere local government, especially in my ward, will look out to me to talk about ADC. So where?
And you're not ADC.
And we never, not for me, that I'm ADC.
So it will not work.
It's not working. It's not like it will not work as if they have potential. It doesn't exist.
All right, very well.
It's a matter that just occupies space.
All right, very well. Emmy, as we round up this particular story, what is your take as we move on?
See, I will just make one or two additions. You see, politics and election is not something you just see somewhere you wish and you get what you want. Politics and politicking involve decisive actions if you must win an election, because every political party is formed with the aim of winning an election and to form government. So if you think you want to form government, it means you must win an election first. And to win an election, there are processes. You will need to, market yourself. Market that your party, so that the people will accept you and later also accept your candidacy. And the people are not convinced. That is when they will not queue behind you by giving you the endorsement that you should go. When you win, it's only there you can form the government. But when you sit back and you begin to terrorize, you begin to engage in activism rather than reaching out to people in consultation and trying to buy the minds of the people into believing in you first, it means you are just a Nollywood actor. Just acting. Even in Nollywood, there are some stories that are real to an extent. But when you engage in political philosophy, you terrorizing, that is not even in conformity with the reality on ground, you are just a serious person. When you say suppression, what is suppression? It means you are trying to grow. Somebody now pressing you down that you must not grow. Look at the foundation through which you are standing, the platform. Is it the APC or the government of the day that says that you should disobey the constitution that established the party? How long has Aregbe Shola been a member of ADC before he was made the secretary? How long has David Mark been a member of ADC before he was made the chairman? Is it the APC or the government of the day that said David Mark come or disobey the constitution of ADC, you are not the chairman? Is it the APC or the government of the day that announced it? So where is the suppression coming from? So if you are talking about you being witch hunted, stop being a witch so that they won't hunt you. Now you created the avenue for litigations. You are now blaming it on somebody. Why didn't you sit back and read the constitution first of the ADC? They try to reach out to the members who were in the ADC. You come to an agreement before coming out to announce yourself at the leadership. Because I remember the day David Mark said, in fact, he announced himself as the chairman of the ADC. It was just a meeting that they called, not by the working committee, national work of the ADC that called the meeting, but the meeting of a group of friends who just came together. It was supposed to be a consultation meeting, even before talking about leadership. But at that meeting, that was where they announced leadership. So the problem of ADC today, number one, is legal issue, torso. Then number two, they have not been able to sell themselves to the citizens of the country, even from their respective wards. El-Rufai is battling in Kaduna. You, Amechi, you are from Ikore local government. Look at your political antecedents since you left power with Buhari administration. How far have you been carrying people along in that your ward, in that your constituency? How far have you been marketing for your party before even the ADC now? Then go to David Ma, go to his constituency. I have been there, his senatorial district. Sometimes if you measure David Ma in the wrong place, you'll be beaten. You'll be beaten. They will see you as an enemy of the people. That the man who was our several contractor gave them bad road to the point that he was flying on a helicopter to his place. Because the road were unmotorable. Aregbesola, we saw the drama he put on in Osun State. So suddenly, Nigerians are not that moron. We are pained. We are crying. But yet our eyes are still open, we are seeing. So where is the suppression coming from? In Labour Party, you will say it's the government that is suppressing them. When you have your leadership crisis, some claiming leadership, some are not leadership, that even the leaders of the party are even betraying the party. Is it the APC that is doing it? So which are the PDP? Is it the APC that is creating that problem today? Oh, it's a secretary, it's not a secretary.